Yeah, there we go. That's it. I think that's it, hopefully. Hello, hello, hello. Can you hear us now? I hope.
I can hear you.
Good. Can you hear yourself? Oh, and Adam says he can hear you too. Finally, we got it fixed, Liam. Yay! Friggin' finally.
Good.
Yes, we are. Sounds fixed. Yeah, perfect. Yeah, so it was just to do with the party chat. Right, okay, perfect. Anyways, do apologise there for the little halt there. But welcome to the season 17 of this BTCC Championship. I'm Sean. Obviously, you heard there was Liam. How are you doing today, Liam?
I am good. Glad to not be the main com again. I can slot that into my occasional role.
Indeed, yes. Yeah, do you know what? I completely forgot about last week at all. Like, I really did, but, you know, oh well. That's the problem of having diarrhea as well and not letting you know that.
Lovely.
Yeah, lovely. But anyway, I digress. Anyway, this track here, Spa, historic racetrack, as you've already started the qualifying already. God, we need to go through a lot of stuff before we get going here. No, we'll talk about the track later on. But anyways, right, so after the points and after Brands Hatch, and I have to say there were some entertaining races there from last week. As qualifying is out, 5 minutes underway. There's going to be like just a handful of cars that's probably going to do at least 2 laps, I reckon, considering how long this track is. God, that engine noise is so loud there. Maybe I need to fix the sound volume as well. But anyway, the cars come out onto the pit lane and start their first flying lap. Well, out lap, sorry. So let's have a look then at the point standings then coming into this round. Chris Clements, the defending champion, leads the way on 43. Lewis Edwards, who has like the quickest guy in practice, is there sitting second on 40 points. And then a real pleasant surprise to see this guy, Leon Welsh, sitting third in the championship on 37 points after picking up a win last week at Brands. Then you've got Ethan Graham, former champion, on 36. The rookie G Hardy, who was very, very impressive, ties with Ethan, both on 36. Piper and Schauler tied on 34. And then McIntosh Volbrecht, who had a bit of a quiet Brands Hatch, he sits there in I think that's 10th place, I think. Ash Sharp on 21, tied with Liam New, who's at the back of this queue, I believe. Oh, sorry, that's Ewan Lloyd. Nice to see Ewan back out on track. We didn't see him last week, but there you go. James Hunt on 14, but he has apparently quit already. So he's left after one round, which is peculiar, very, very odd. But then you got another rookie, James Wilson, and like I says, Ewan Lloyd, who didn't race last week, but there he is tonight. So hopefully he will get some good points there for the Volvo team. For the team standings, it's the Team Dynamics on 77, 14 points ahead of Team Ford Mondeo of Volbrecht and Graham. Then in third place is the Vodafone Nissan Racing of reunited teammates McIntosh and Schauler. They were teammates for many a season before they weren't last season, I believe it was. Then you got the Nescafe Blend 37 Williams Rail team of Sharp and Welsh on 58. Vauxhall on 53. Team Honda only having one Honda out this time on 50. And Volvo, who only had Liam racing last week, sits in last place. So here we go then. So then, what do you think this track then, Spa? Just an amazing racetrack, isn't it?
It is, yeah. As cars are crossing lines, some are going to get 2 laps here. Volbrecht and New, definitely. But yeah, it's just a great track. Of course, slipstream is a big factor here, with some very long, flat-out sections, much like this one, the New's on, down towards the Kemmel. So I didn't get to race here last time we were here, so not quite sure how it will pan out.
No, it could be. We're just hoping it's going to be very close and compact, but the way Lewis was in practice, you will see him shoot off into the distance. Although you could have some other drivers who'll say otherwise, like Graham Volbrecht will probably want some redemption after last week. And also, the guy that we're looking at here, Liam New, looks like he's going to be started on the mediums then for race number 1. And I want to point out to him because I feel like, because I mean, what was it, in race 1, he did cross the line 4th place overall, but then concurred the 5-second penalty, and I think by my calculations he ended up finishing 8th, I believe it was, because of the contact he had with Piper. I think it was like 8th place, something like that, I think.
Yeah, I'm not sure where it put him down to.
Yeah, but I think
5 seconds.
I think it was probably about 8th place, and then he got an 8th place using the medium tyres and then the 12th, but his pace really didn't reflect where he finished, because with the races that he was on the super softs, he had chances to finish on the podium in both of those races.
Yeah, it was his best pace-wise probably since he's joined. It's just a shame that story of a lot of his races, it was ruined by contact that was deemed to be his fault. I mean, he was very lucky to get away with some contact in race 2 at the start with Edwards. Edwards didn't report it, though it could have been a price slam dunk penalty, but yeah, if he can clean it up and show the same pace, he might be alright.
Right, so we're just going to quickly go through the tyre order then. So it looks like that New is on the mediums as he's making his way out towards Blanchimont. Volbrecht also on the mediums, which means he's already used his second of the mediums in race 1. Both the Nissans are going side by side, Schauler and McIntosh. That's not going to help for the pair of them. That might slow them down a bit. They're both on the super soft, so too is Graham. Ewan Lloyd also on the softs. Welsh, then Hardy. Edwards going for the medium tyres in race 1. As Liam New set the time of a 27.3. Shadow goes 28.3. I think someone just went off at the bus stop chicane, I believe. Oh, and loads of lagging. Oh, it was Hardy. That was who it was there. Hardy would have... don't think he's actually posted the time now. I don't think he did. But all the cars, they're crossing the line. And it looks like it's going to be McIntosh by half a second over Ewan Lloyd.
Yeah,
for pole position.
Perfect slipstream game from Scheller, passing him into Blanchimont. So perfect work between the two of them, although Scheller making a mistake at the bus stop probably didn't help his own chances.
So championship point then also gained to Xavier McIntosh, and then we're getting ready for round 4 of the championship. And this is how the starting grid will look. It will be McIntosh from Lloyd, from Piper, from Ash Sharp there qualifying 4th, the two Reynolds 4th and 5th, then Graham, Edwards, New, then is Schauler in 9th, Clements in 10th, Volbrecht, then Wilson and Hardy complete the grid. 7 laps around this 20-corner circuit, and we're just waiting for the lights to get out, which they do right now, and it's away we go, and looks like it is a good start there, I believe, I think that was actually for the pole sitter, with the BMW getting off the line very, very well into La Source hairpin for the first time. A little bit of 4 wide activity further back at the pack there, which I believe that was Clements being shoved out. In fact, he's all the way down to last place now, so Clements there, not a good start for him.
Piper's going to have a good run at the lead here. Lloyd and McIntosh fought through Eau Rouge.
Oh, and they're going to go free abreast up along the Kemmel straightaway. BMW in the middle, BMW on the outside, Mitsubishi on the inside. He's going to go late braking then into the Lecombe chicane, and it's going to be Piper that's going to swing it around on the outside.
Yeah, as we see often in many motorsport series here, starting on pole isn't actually always a good thing. McIntosh's been slipstreamed all the way down to 3rd.
Yeah, indeed he is there, but I mean, there you go. And Sharp still holding on to 4th place there. Graham has gained a spot up to 5th, now into the corner with No Name. Again, also we've got to be careful for track limits around here, especially at Radion as well. So we've got to keep an eye out on these drivers if they're not going to shortcut Radion a lot. As Ethan Graham taking a lot of carbon through Pouon. Let's ride on board then with the former champion. And meanwhile, there's a Leon Welsh there on the outside of him going into the Fania chicane.
Yeah, and Edwards had a look too, and of course Edwards is on the medium tyres. He's the leader of the medium tyre group.
Indeed he is, yeah. I haven't checked the other drivers who is also on the mediums. But looking there, Jay Hardy is up to 9th place from starting 13th on the grid, so he's doing okay. And looks like Clements is found away by Phil Wilson, the rookie. Is Wilson on mediums? I can't remember if Clements is on mediums as well.
Yeah, Clements is on mediums, Volbrecht on mediums, New is on mediums, as is Edward, so just the 4 of them.
Only just the 4 of them, okay then, so... No harm, no foul there for Clements there. He's just getting the hard tyre out the way as they're still battling 3 cars there for the lead. Then there's a little bit of a gap there, and Leon Welsh putting a bit of a block down on Schauler going into the chicane. But it is still Piper with the advantage, sliding the rear off to corner number 20. Oh, and Leon Welsh has had a massive push there. Now, we did see him up at about 6th or 7th position. He's down to 11th place. Now, let's see what happened here. Who was the culprit? Oh, wow, Hardy just shoved his nose in there. Just looked at a replay and just Hardy was like, nah, I'm just going through there. There's a gap, I'm going for it.
Yeah, he was very aggressive but fair at Brands Hatch. Maybe it was not so fair here, but Piper's had to cut Radion slightly.
Yeah, he's got to be a bit careful here because we are, the stewards will be looking at track limits at Radion. As you can see there, McIntosh actually giving Ewan Lloyd a bit of a bump draft along the Kemmel straightaway. Who's going to be leading it this time then? Going into the Lidcombe chicane, Lloyd on the outside, which will go to the inside, but then going into Malmedy, Piper will have the racing line and they will hold on to it. But Ewan is trying to go for the old cutback, which Piper just about covers. It nearly does. And now into Rivage, the downhill hairpin, probably about 2nd gear for these cars. And all these 3 cars is actually letting Ethan Graham to catch up with him, who's managed to get by Sharp for 4th position.
Yeah, we could have 5 cars going for the lead here if Sharp can stick with Graham, and then Edwards can potentially get in on it on his medium tyres.
We've got six different manufacturers in the top 6 as well.
Yeah, showing that most cars seem to be quite good here. The Subarus, of course, only being represented by 1 car. They're not having such a good time. The only car down in 13th, Hardy's dropped down again. Maybe he waited for Welsh.
Yeah, probably so, yeah. It was a bit aggressive there on Jay's part there. So the rookie there having a bit of a struggle in race 1. Hopefully he'll do a lot better in races 2 and 3 come the reverse grid now. But Piper's starting to stretch his legs away from Ewan Lloyd in 2nd. And now McIntosh is looking a bit hungry to get P2 back as we ride on board now with McIntosh. Again, he's just going to give Lloyd the old NASCAR style bump drafting through Blanchimont, but they've got to be careful because Ethan is catching and he is in the tow.
Yeah, McIntosh is probably the quickest of these 3, the 2 in front of him. So he might need to make a move on Lloyd before Graham and Sharp and Edwards get here, because McIntosh is sometimes too nice on the track. Maybe he's got to get a bit forceful, get some cars in between him and Graham.
Yeah. And let's see then, out of the hairpin they go and then onto the Eau Rouge Radion complex here. It looks like Schauler's starting to close up a bit on Edwards. That's obviously known because with Edwards being on the medium tyres, followed there by Liam New in 8th. Then you've got Leon Welsh is up to 9th now. And 10th place for Volbrecht, Clements in 11th place, and there's G. Howdy down in 12th, and Phil Wilson, the rookie, down there in 13th place, but still learning as he goes along. 3
wide again for the lead.
And this time Ewan has got the outside line and he's going to break extremely late. No, Piper not giving it up there. The 2 of them are in contact, and into the lead now goes McIntosh.
Yeah, Lloyd kept ahead of Piper because, well, that one would go down as Piper's fault, but it's perfect for McIntosh. The 2 of them have taken themselves out of his way. And now Graham's on the case, so is Sharp. And those 4 might fight, and McIntosh might have the chance to just get away here.
I tell you what, that was smart thinking there from McIntosh, looking back at the replay, because he was in the middle of Lloyd and Piper wasn't going to give up the lead that easily. So then McIntosh backed out of it and then expected Piper to misjudge the braking point, which he did, and it's enabled him with the lead. And now Graham and Sharp, now you can see that green Mitsubishi right there. He's caught up now to the tail of this battle for potentially 2nd place. As Piper really giving the Lafanya Cavs a bit of a humping through there. So too did Lloyd on the 2nd part.
Piper shoved his nose down the inside of Lloyd. That's why I had to take to the bollards.
Oh, he's going around the outside of Stavilo 1, and now look at this. Even Graham is going to have the run through Stavilo 2, and he's going to get 3rd place. Now will Sharp join in the mix of it? Yes, indeed he does. and that's P4. So Piper's gone from leading down to 5th in 1 lap.
Yeah, and I think you can only blame his over-aggressive driving, trying to... Right, went into the side of Lloyd, then tried an ambitious move on Lloyd. Now he's down to 5th, and Macintosh, like I only mentioned 30 seconds ago, is away.
Oh, and Piper using a lot of track there out of Blanchimont there. He sticks in just behind and takes the racing line into the bus stop chicane. Oh, careful. I don't want to see Ash get involved in another accident. We know him as the most unluckiest man in GT Sport, but I want to see Ash have a good race here. And so far, he's doing all right. He's going to have a look on the inside there for Graham. This is for potential podium finish here. Not going to do it just yet, but that Mitsubishi's looking super, super quick.
Yeah, and the way these guys are squabbling, Schauler is almost in the toe of Piper, and he's got Edwards with him. So this could become, well, Lloyd's starting to pull away, so it could be 5 cars for 3rd behind Graham.
Yeah, Lewin Lloyd now has pulled away from this battle for 3rd place, and now Piper on the outside the Sharp, giving him a little door handle contact through the Kemmel straightaway. He's just looks like he's leaning on Sharp there. He wants to make a force a move, force an issue there. Did Piper there, but late braking really close onto the back there of Ethan Graham, and Sharp backs out of it. So Piper, sort of aggressive if you will, leaned on Sharp a bit and just got that spot.
Yeah, and he's close to Graham now. He's going to be very close to this fight for the podium, as Graham's going a bit wide. Almost expect to see Piper put a nose in.
Out of no name there, and also got to be careful here because Schauler's using a lot of runoff area to catch up with him. He did run right out of Malmedy, and he did run right out of no name, so he's got to be careful here for track limits. I know what Radion is, I know it's definitely a no-no, but the way that he keeps going off track there, he could be in trouble with the stewards.
Well, to be fair, it hasn't been mentioned, so if it's not been mentioned, it's free use. Because if it's not been mentioned and someone tried to make an issue, that would be on Liam New, who runs the league.
So on board then with Schauler, seeing his teammate up at the front, and now it looks like Ethan has caught up to Ewan Lloyd. So we could have a potential 5-car, possibly 6-car battle for 2nd place if Edwards could still hold on to the hooks of Schauler's slipstream. As Wilson has left the room, unfortunately.
Yeah, he was about 20 seconds behind from 12th, so I don't know if he's disconnected or just thought, nope. But Schauler is just 2/10 outside of the toe from Sharp. If he can latch on, then he'll be firmly in the battle.
So here we go then. So leading the way still is Macintosh, the pole sitter. Lloyd 2nd, Graham 3rd, Piper 4th, Sharp 5th, and then Schauler, that's your top 6. Then it's Edwards on the medium 7th, and then it is Leon Welsh, the Brands Hatch winner, in 8th position. Followed there by Liam New Twan, who hasn't had that much success so far this season. It's definitely a different car driving to the BMW than what he did last season. And there is Clements, the guy who lost out to the title last season. Did Volbrecht there now in 11th place, and Hardy down in 12th. And again, just so notice there too that Wilson has retired, and no James Hunt at all.
Oh, Piper's on the grass trying to get past Graham.
Oh, goodness me! They all want the same bit of time. Here we go again. They're going to go free abreast then into Lecom. Piper gets into the side there of Lloyd. And now Ethan just slowly gets into the side of Lloyd. Watch out for Piper into Malmedy. No. Lloyd holding on to 2nd place, but this is good. Good defensive driving this from Ewan Lloyd.
It is, but Schauler and Edwards are now firmly here. Schauler's made his way back after a poor qualifying. And Edwards, of course, on the slower tyres.
Sharp one a little wide out of Rivage. That might compromise him for no name, and he may have just fallen out of the little battle there for 2nd place. I think he has. So he's just gone about a second behind the battle for 2nd place. So Schauler and Edwards did get held up there because of Sharp's moment out of Rivage. Let's just see if they can hopefully catch up with the 3 of them again. It's not going to be the end, though, that these 3 are going to battle for that 2nd spot. Has Schauler made a buy yet on Sharp? No, he hasn't just yet. Just making away then out of Stabilo 1 and then to Stabilo 2. It's still
just done it.
Schauler has gone by 5th place. So now, what can Edwards do on the slower tyres? Right on board with him. He's the only Vauxhall now in this race. with the demise of, well, the departure of Wilson in race 1. And he's giving Sharp a good bump draft. Now in towards Blanchimont. Should be a little lift off you on the medium tyres there. And look further ahead there, Piper trying to pass around the outside of Ethan. Ethan just giving Piper no room whatsoever. And it looks like Showler, Sharp and Edwards, looks like they're slowly catching up again to Graham and Piper. It looks like Piper may have the run out of the chicane. And as he got third place around the outside, which will go to the crisscross to the inside now. As he got the run off the corner, looks like he's fully ahead. Yes, indeed he has. So Piper now retakes third place.
Yeah, but now Graham's going to have the tow up the Kemmel Straight. Just can Piper defend? He doesn't have Lloyd's tow. Also, Showler is only 2/10 off of the slipstream, so if they keep fighting down into Lecomte, well, Piper's making it very easy.
Yeah, did Piper touch the grass again on the Kemmel Straight? I think he may have. He's just lost that third place already, and yeah, and Graham just fully went by.
Unless he's turned his Adam brain off and thought, well, if we just help each other for a lap, we won't let 5th, 2nd, 7th catch us. But that's Adam, that's a stupid question, he wouldn't be that smart.
Edwards has now gone up into 6th place, he has gone by Sharp, so now for 2 Williams Renault drivers yet again, 7th and 8th now. But nice to see still that Ash is still battling up there. Potential could get a podium if things go wrong. Further ahead there as Edwards runs very wide out of no name, so too did Welsh in the background. Now into Pouon they go. Let's ride on board then with Ash. Looks like he's understeering out through Pouon there. But he's lost a lot of ground there, and you can see the Showler is caught up now to Piper and Graham.
Yeah, if they were working together, it hasn't worked. The Showler is now there. There's now going to be 3 cars going for a podium spot on the last lap. It has the potential to get quite messy. Oh, Piper.
Just riding aboard again with Sharp there, seeing Edwards missing the apex, the first part of the Lafania chicane. But that's what you get when you're on the slower tyres. But still a commendable effort this from Lewis to be on the medium tyres and be still in 6th position and ahead of some of the guys that are on the super softs. But Sharp looking to the outside now of the 3-time champion as they're making their way towards Blanchimont. He should get the tow again, which he has done.
Piper's had to go wide. Showler could pass him here.
There we go then. Ewan Lloyd is starting to pull away from this now battle. Oh, and Showler around the outside of the chicane, and Piper gave him a massive berth there, a wide berth to get by, and Piper lighting up the rears on the exit of the chicane.
Yeah, Piper again, like earlier in the race, the victim of his own attempts. He tried to move around the outside of Graham at Blanchimont, made him go wide, and then he's lost out, and he's just slid there, and that could put Sharp and Edwards on him. Kind
of misjudged the breakaway from Showler into the hairpin they go, and I've just noticed there too that Sharp has gained that 6th position back as well on the last lap here. I've completely forgot about it. And McIntosh is in a class of his own, nearly a 5-second advantage he has over Ewan Lloyd. But that battle now for 2nd place is, well, 3rd place is kind of spread it out now with Showler in 4th and Piper in 5th. But Sharp and Edwards still 6th and 7th, followed by Welsh. And then you got this battle here, which is led by Liam New, which Chris Clements is trying to go down the outside on the Kemmel straightaway. And will he get that spot? Yes, indeed he will. So 9th place then to Chris. Although he runs wide at the Lecomte chicane, and he may compromise that 10th place because through again goes Volbrecht.
Yeah, not ideal for Chris. Piper and Showler look like they're going to have a good scrap to the end of this race. How much will Piper want it? We've seen him not be afraid to make a move and usually come off 2nd best so far.
Yeah, well, Graham is starting to pull away from this battle there, so potential podium is out of the question now. It's just who wants to get that 4th spot. Further back, though, still Sharp holding on to that 6th place as he just runs wide out of Pouon. So that's going to compromise him 6th place. Could compromise him another spot with his teammate Leon Welsh there because he's not too far back. There he is there in 8th spot there, but again still Showler versus Piper, and this is a good drive this actually from Showler. Only a 1 attempt qualified, coming ready qualified exactly, but
9th.
It's a 9th on the grid, so he's up to 4th place, so he's doing such a good job here. Oh, and Piper trying to think about moving on the inside out of Stabilo 2 and it goes to the outside.
Yeah, Showler is not letting him through, he's just going to stick on the inside everywhere.
Here to go, went in towards Blanchimont, but there is our race winner. He is compromised. You said it right there. He had the fastest car out of the three of them. And the demise there flashes the lights there, because he knows he's going to win race 1 there. McIntosh wins the first race of the evening. Ewan Lloyd will get second. Nice return there for him. Ethan Graham, the champion, former champion, will cross the line third. Then it's Showler, good drive there, just to finish in 4th place. Piper 5th. Lewis Edwards finishing just ahead of Sharp there in 7th. Then it's Leon Welsh in 8th. Tron Volplex gets Liam New on the line there in for 9th place. Clements in 11th. And there's Jay Hardy just coming across the line there in 12th place. And one retirement, that was Phil Wilson. But hopefully he will be back for race 2. We're hoping, even though he's left the room. So there you go, Val. Yeah. Good race there from McIntosh. And that makes it a 4th different winner in 4 races. But that was a very fun first race now.
It was, yeah. I'm just going to change settings now.
Indeed you are. So while you do that, I'll just go through the confirmation of, well, unofficially of the results there, but it looked like it was all relatively clean. It looks like there would be no penalties possibly dishing out there, because like I said, the first race was quite clean. So McIntosh makes it a 4th different winner in the 4 races so far. Ewan Lloyd 2nd. Ethan Graham will finish in 3rd place. Showler 4th. Good drive there from him. And also for the Vodafone Nissan team, 1st and 4th in race 1. That's very good going now. Piper was the best of the Team Dynamic cars to finish in P5. Then Edwards, the best of the medium tyre runners, in 6th place. Then Sharp ended up 7th. Then his teammate Leon Welsh in 8th. Tron Volbrecht, a little bit struggling in that Mazda, but 9th place. Hopefully he's got those medium tyres though out of the way. Liam New in 10th. 11th was Chris Clements, and Jay Hardy finished in 11th place. And again, the fast slap there to McIntosh. So pretty much the perfect start there for McIntosh. Got the pole, fast slap, and won the race.
Yeah, a good old Grand Slam. Interesting to see what he goes for in race 2. Does he try and win another race, or will he try and go for the mediums, maybe fall back a bit and go for race 3?
Just noticing there, just seeing a message there. I think someone... Yeah, just Phil's just... Oh. Well, I've just seen confirmation there that Phil Wilson has left the group. He says, you guys are leagues above me, and has left the group. So it looks like we've got 2 spots open. So if you want to get yourself your name down, come on in and see if you can race against these guys then. So, you know, there we go. So we're down to 12 people now, because... maybe some people can't hack it.
Yeah, I think some people underestimate how quick this group is.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. Definitely.
Or that sometimes the door-to-door racing isn't for them.
No, which is typical BTCC. I mean, if they're... You know, I do mind a certain Nicholas Carl that complained about it, said, yes, I do get it as BTCC, but I don't like the contact. I was like, well, don't race in it then. So just typing all that down. I forgot what the points is still, so unfortunately I won't give you an up-to-date points so far, but we'll just go through the pecking order then for the mediums then for race 2. I can't see me... Hang on a second. Display... Oh, that should probably be better. Right then, so it looks like for race 2, it looks like it's going to be Hardy on the mediums. Where is he? Where's Hardy? There he is there. The lone Honda driver now in the field. Now there's Clements. He's going to be on the super soft tyres because he's got those medium tyres out the way. Sharp's going for a set of mediums. Let's see what Lloyd is going for. Lloyd's also going for mediums for race 2. Volbrecht used the mediums in race 1, so he's good to go for the rest of the way. Liam New looks like he's maybe staying on there. Leon Welsh going for mediums. Ethan Graham going for mediums.
Piper's just changed his mind.
Has he? What's he changed it?
He was on the mediums. He's just switched back to super softs. Maybe seeing that certain people were on the mediums and trying to work around that. I used to always see what others did first. But we are ready.
I think we are all ready to go then, so we're just about getting ready then for race 2. Liam has started the final. It is basically the results from race 1. So McIntosh will start on the pole for race 2. Lewin Lloyd will start second, and it will be Ethan Graham on the mediums will start in 3rd position. And in 4th place is Showler. 5th place will be Piper, who's also on the mediums. Edwards, he's on the super softs now. Watch out for him. He was quick in practice. Sharp on the mediums in 7th. So too is his teammate Leon Welsh. 9th place is Volbrecht. Watch out for him. He could be working his way up through the field. Liam New 10th. Clements and Hardy. That is now 12 cars now as the lights are on. And then when the green light is on, we're getting ready then for race 2. And again, good start there from the BMW. Watch out for Showler from the 2nd row. He's already got Graham as they're going in towards the hairpin. They go. Now, can he force a move on the inside of Ewan Lloyd at La Source? Lloyd is on the medium tyres there. Hardly being shoved out a little bit on the Astro out of the hairpin. And there's McIntosh that's already choked away there. And Piper's actually now got up into 3rd position. So Piper up into 3rd place. He's got that spare spot back from Showler, and he's all over the back of Lloyd, who is on those medium tyres as they make their way now towards the Kemble Straight then for the first time in race 2. And look at Edwards there. He is all over the back of his former teammate of many, many seasons. And now they're going to go side by side then into the Kemble Straight now. Into the Lecombe straight away there. Looks like Volbrecht the shortcutted there. Not unless if he had some help there. May have to give that spot back up though. But now we can see Edwards got an overlap on Volbrecht's teammate there as he go down towards Vivage. As Piper has a look on the inside of Ewan Lloyd, and he's got 2nd spot.
Yeah, clearing Lloyd's going to be the key factor here. First car on the medium tyres. Of course, Piper will want to try and stick with McIntosh.
As here comes Showler. He's going to have a look through at Pouon. That's a fast double left-handed there, and he's got the job done. So P3 there for Showler. This could be a good point, Steve, for the Vodafone Nissan team. They got 1st and 4th in race 1. They're currently sitting 1st and 3rd for race 2. And look at Edwards, though. Edwards could be the one to watch. He was super, super quick in practice. I think he was like half a second quicker than the guy that was in 2nd place. And he's up now into 4th spot. 6th to 4th already for Edwards.
Yeah, Showler's probably going to have to be the Fernando Alonso at Hungary for McIntosh. The longer he can hold up Edwards, the bigger McIntosh's chances get of winning this race.
I'm actually quite impressed now, but I'm thinking McIntosh is actually thinking strategy-wise, because usually when he does like the tyre formats, he always does mediums in race 1, then it's race 2, and then he does it in race 3. I noticed last week he used the mediums in race 2. He's going to be using the medium in race 3. Maybe he's actually thinking about championship-wise then, and maybe that strategy is what he didn't work. As we're 3 abreast there with Showler and Piper and Edwards. And it looks like Showler may have been the worst off it there. Oh, Edwards going completely off the track there, but going up into 3rd place now. So Piper holding on to that 2nd position. But yeah, what about Jacob McIntosh then? He's having a different choice of tyre strategies now.
Well, I remember speaking to him in pre-season and jokingly said, oh, you're going to do your race 1, race 2, and he said, I said, no, I'm going to think about it now, think about what's best, try and use it around the car's strengths and weaknesses, and I mean, it's possibly going to pay off here if he can win this race, and with the pace he's showing, he could probably get a good midfield result in race 3. It could be a good points haul for him, so if he used mediums here, fell into obscurity, and then did his softs in race 3 and didn't make much progress, it would kind of be a waste.
Lloyd has lost that 5th position there to Ethan Graham. So that is 5th place now to Ethan, and now Ewan Lloyd has got his teammate Liam New in the 2nd of the Volvo drivers there. As you can see, Clements now in 8th position. There's a bit of a mess going on for 8th, 9th, 10th and 11th, which involves 4 different manufacturers yet again, as Clements now weaving left and right there trying to break something away or something like that. But you can see there Volbrecht gets a little bit into, well, Hardy gets into the side of Volbrecht there, so Hardy's maybe a bit of a rookie there, but he's pretty much keen to stick his elbows out.
Yeah, Pat Volbrecht, who's not adapting to that Mazda well. Edwards is showing how quick it can be, but Volbrecht, much like when, say, Conor Heron went from a front-wheel drive to a rear-wheel drive, it just doesn't seem to work for some people, and he hasn't gotten to grips with that Mazda yet.
He may have an overlap then on Hardy then as they go into Lafagna, and he has done, so he's retaken line position back. Meanwhile, back up front there, it is Edwards and Piper, and Showler just trying to hold on to him. Graham The first of the medium runners then in 5th, followed by Ewan Lloyd, and I'm surprised there that Liam New hasn't caught up with the 2 guys that are on the slower tyres.
Yeah, he made a mistake out of Lacombe, so he might have lost some time there. But he'll hope to close in, because, like you say, these guys are on the slower tyres.
Edwards taking onto the Astro out of Blanchimont, and he's got that 2nd position. Whether he did that legally was fair. And what is Schauler doing? He's completely shortcutted the chicane, and he's off. Just put too much traction, put on the power too early, and around went the BMW.
I think with Edwards and Piper fighting, he might have been caught out by the braking point, tried to evade it, and in doing so, spun. It's very easy to do when 2 cars are fighting to be caught out. I mean, if you're Adam Piper and you do that, you usually just hit the car in front. He's done it to me many times.
So Schauler down in 7th place, but he's got time to recover there. He does have Graham and Lloyd and New. But meanwhile, the battle for 2nd place is now a 2-horse race there, with now Edwards now trying to catch up to McIntosh, who is 3.5 seconds up the road.
Yeah, so McIntosh has made that gap, but how quickly can Edwards catch it? He's getting a bump drive from Piper. Maybe Piper is thinking smart today. He knows that Edwards is his key to catching McIntosh.
Let's have a look then.
Lloyd's doing Graham. Oh, Graham might not be a fan of that one.
Here we go then, just seeing the little battle now, with Lloyd now enabling 4th position there, and now Liam New is sticking his Volvo on the inside, which will be the outside for No Name. Ethan trying to squeeze on there. Don't forget those 2 are former teammates, and they get into each other yet again, and off goes Ethan. Don't forget they had history at Brands Hatch a season ago.
Yeah, this is the new Max Verstappen Hamilton battle that any time they're racing, you just fear a crash is coming.
Yeah, there wasn't like enough quarters given there. I mean, Ethan really didn't have the position on No Name, but he just still tried to stick his car in that gap and make contact with New, and then New hit the tyre barrier and bounced right back into Graham.
Yeah, I did think, I was on board with New at the time. I did think maybe Graham's a little optimistic, keeping his nose in, but I'm sure right now he's still probably not very happy.
Well, but mind you, he is on the medium tyres, and if he stays where he is, he's going to be starting 2nd on the grid for race 3, so it could be a blessing in disguise, really, for him.
He won't be thinking that right now, I can assure you. Oh, it is a mess for 5th place. In 4th place.
Oh yeah, indeed it is there. And look at Liam New, he's just completely misjudged the braking point, and he was just went unstuck there. So he has lost a ton of spots, and Volbrecht and and Clements are just picking their way through the field like nothing.
Yeah, and only a lap after his incident, due to what happened to all the others, Schauler has his 4th place back.
He does. The only problem is he's quite a long way away. He's got Clements, he's got Lloyd, he's got Volbrecht, all for company. Mind you, he's already putting away. Yeah, he does. Clements has gone up into P5.
And much like New and Graham, Clements and Schauler have some history, so you always expect fireworks when they race. Not so much these two. They've had some good races recently. Whereas Graham and New, you almost expect a crash when they race.
Yeah. Looks like Volbrecht misjudged the braking point there at Lecombe, but still sticks into that 7th position.
Piper is ahead of Edwards now and was just out of the slipstream there.
And still not really gaining on McIntosh as well. The gap looks like has gone up now to 4 seconds. I think it was about 3.5 the last time we saw that.
But, it's just gone down to about 3.1, but Edwards' last lap was a 27.3, so maybe he was making mistakes and Piper has just thought, well, I'm not sitting behind you before, potentially Schauler and Clements and Volbrecht catch up.
Piper's a little bit... Is Piper using the pad, is he? Or was he a wheel?
He's a pad driver.
Oh, well, he was flashing the lights on the straightaway, yeah, so he's pushing his mighty.
He does that. He says before he just has an addiction to just like pressing X. He doesn't even know he's doing it.
Now then, Volbrecht trying to get by 6th place on Ewan Lloyd, which he may have it through Stavolo too. They're going to be side by side then out of that corner. We'll see who comes out on top. It will be Volbrecht. So Volbrecht now up into 6th position as Clements is having a look on the inside of Schauler and now be for 4th position. And he's got it.
Yeah, but Schauler's going to tuck straight back into the equal machinery for these guys. Does Schauler make a move here or does he wait for the camel?
He's going to go to the outside. He's going to go late braking then, and he leans on Clements there, and Clements is going to shut the door in not Clements' face, Schauler's face. And yeah, a bit of aggressive rubbing from Schauler, but didn't get the position.
No, but he's still in touching distance. He can slipstream up through Eau Rouge and Radion and have a go on the camel.
And now Ewan
exit.
And now New has caught up to his teammate, riding on board with him, giving Lloyd a bit of a bump draft then up towards Radion and Eau Rouge to Radion. Volbrecht in 6th position. There he is there. Now what can New do? Will he get the run on Ewan? In fact, Ewan going defensive actually, and New's going to get the tow from Volbrecht. In fact, I tell you what, that Mitsubishi's super quick on the straight line. He can actually get Lloyd and Volbrecht at the same time here, going into Lecombe, slides all 4 wheels, and has he got the position? Yes, indeed he does. So New up into 6th position.
Yeah, Lloyd left it off quite heavily to let New go. I fear he's going to face some fight from Volbrecht. Yep, Volbrecht straight back down the inside.
Yep, indeed he does. So retakes the 6th position there. Also, meanwhile, I think that was also Schauler is trying to make a move back on Clements. But again, couldn't get the job done there. Nearly 5.5 seconds away from...
Oh, Piper's crashed.
Oh, Piper's gone off in a big way there. Did he touch the curb out of poo on? Let's have a look then. So, a mistake there from Piper.
It's very late in the corner to crash, it seems.
Oh, wow. I've not seen that happen before. Is that a glitch? Was that a curb glitch he got there?
I'm going to have to try and look at that on the stream.
I've not seen that happen at all.
To crash.
Yeah, that must be like an auto spin curb, what it could be there. So disaster there for Piper. Meanwhile, his teammate now is up into 3rd position. An unexpected podium for Clements, who started, I think, what was it, 11th on the grid. So this is quite a drive this now from Clements, and he's given Schauler all over the back of him, and again do the same thing. And again, Clements holding on to that 3rd spot.
Yeah, I've just seen the replay. That is very strange. I've never seen that before.
Yeah, that is such an odd place to lose it there. I'm guessing it must be a spin curb.
The reason I can think of is because there's AstroTurf there, so unless he's clipped that and has some steering in it, that loves to spin the cars on Gran Turismo, but it's a very weird spot for it to happen if it is. I've never seen that before.
Yeah, Piper will feel very much aggrieved by that moment there, but he's still got time to salvage podium here. He has got 2 laps left. He's just out of the tow with Schauler and his teammate, Clements there, but I mean, the way that Schauler and that is still going, he is desperate to get that 3rd spot. And has he got the run this time on the Kemmel straightaway? Is he going to get by Clements just like that? It's going to be really late braking and into Lecombe. And he's got 3rd place now, has he? Oh, has Clements won it back through Malmedy? No, he doesn't. So Schauler, he had to work hard for that 3rd spot, and he's finally got it.
Yeah, but I imagine that's not the end of the story. I think Piper and Clements, the 2 Team Dynamics drivers, are going to have something to say about his 3rd place as he's actually run wide there. That's going to lose him time.
Yeah, possibly. Also looking back at the background there, Liam New has gone by Volbrecht there for 6th position. But I don't think they've got enough time to catch up with this battle for 3rd between the 2 teammates of Clements and Piper. The reunited teammates, I should say, of Clements and Piper. Because they were 2 teammates for 2 seasons before Clements won the title last season. But yeah, the top there, yeah, look at that 3rd, 4th and 5th. Literally nose to tail there as Piper trying to... nearly got into the back of Clements, possibly out of Lafagna.
That shows what not being teammates with Piper does. You go and win the title first try. Clements has an overlap here down the inside.
And we're wide on board then with Piper, who's actually going to try and help his teammate, I reckon. Yes, he is. Oh no, he's going to help the two of Schauler. This could get messy then going into the chicane. Oh, bit of contact there out of Blanchimont. Now, is this going to give Piper an opportunity to get by Schauler around the outside of the chicane? Schauler will probably not like that moment there from Clements there. And again, the two of them make contact. Now, is this going to allow Piper an opportunity to get the better of them? Yes, indeed he does. So P3 now for Piper as we start the last lap.
Yeah, some good teamwork from the Team Dynamics drivers, although I'm not sure they meant it.
Oh, Piper may have misjudged the apex out of the hairpin, sorry, but he's just held on to it there.
And I'll tell you what, if they keep like this, New and Volbricht might get into it. They're only a second behind.
And we know how quick that Mitsubishi is down on the straightaway, so he could be within the two of these three cars. Again, New showing some fine pace in that Mitsubishi. Like I says, the results didn't reflect his pace at Brands Hatch a week ago. It's starting to come a little bit together there for New. He did race on the mediums in race one. Oh, he's going to come out on top. There's contact there. Clements had to avoid it there. Now Schauler gets into Piper. And Clements, he did run off the track there, but he did get third place. He may have to give it up, though. But the problem is if he gives it up, he may lose 4 spots as a result of it.
I think he'll be okay.
Oh, okay then. Oh my God, 3 abreast at Rivage. Look at this. And now New's got up into P4. This is not going to work, guys. Into No Name. They're double file. And look at this. Liam New from out of nowhere. He's got a potential podium finish here.
Yeah, he's backed off to let Schauler tuck in. Now Piper's going to be down this inside.
Yeah, and watch out for Volbricht, because Volbricht may have a look stiff too, but he doesn't. Oh, this is going to get very, very messy here for the bottom step of the podium, and it's with 5 drivers there. As we also not to mention there that McIntosh and Edwards have got a huge gap over this insane battle now for 3rd position. And Ewan Lloyd is just there or thereabouts there too, as it looks like that was Piper. I thought looking like he was going to gain a spot on New, but it looks like it wasn't then. So into Paul Freda then for the last time. And it's anyone's guess then for 3rd position, because it's going to go all ending in tears at the chicane. But meanwhile, back at the ranch there, McIntosh is going to make it 2 wins out of 2. 2 wins there for McIntosh. Edwards is going to cross the line in 2nd place. But who's going to get the 3rd position? Is it Clements? Is it Schauler? Is it New? Is it Piper? Is it Volbricht? As they come out of the chicane, it's going to be Clements only just. Liam New gets a 4th position. 5th place though goes to Schauler. Piper 6th, Volbricht 7th, Lloyd on the mediums will come across the line in 8th place as we wait. There's Hardy to cross the line 9th, Leon Welsh in 10th, 11th then to Ethan Graham, and then we've got to wait a long time for Sharp to cross the line in P12, but he's going to start on pole for race 3. But that was a titanic scrap for 3rd position.
Yeah, and for 5th, Schauler held by 0.003 of a second from Piper.
Unbelievable there. It was all nice and clean, which was good to see. That's what we want to see this championship. No like rubbing or contact or whatever. It looked like it was actual properly clean.
Yeah, I mean, other than the New Graham incident, it was all pretty clean. There was some door banging and some taps into the rear of cars, but nothing out of the ordinary. Well, yeah, that's that typical touring cars there. So, well, you set up the lobby for race 3, and for the reverse grid order, I will talk down the excuse me, the unofficial results then for race 2. So, McIntosh 2 wins from 2, and he is the first driver to win 2 races this season. 2nd place to Lewis Edwards, who finished nearly 5 seconds adrift from McIntosh there. Clements then holding on to that 3rd spot there. What a battle that was there. Liam New, I wonder if it was kind of unexpected to him to finish in 4th position. Schauler will finish in 5th. I think he'd be a little bit disappointed being in that spot, because he definitely had a top 3 car. Piper in 6th, who also had a top 3 car. Volbricht looks like he's just, like he says, he's not getting to grips with that Mazda, but 7th place, still respectable. Ewan Lloyd in 8th place, but he was on the medium tyres. Jay Hardy, I believe he was also on the mediums in race 2. Yes,
indeed he was. Yes, he was in 9th place. Leon Welsh in 10th. Ethan Graham 11th. And Ash Sharp was in 12th. But all the way down from Lloyd to Sharp, all raced on the mediums. So then, race 3. Reverse grid order. Sharp on the pole. Graham will start 2nd. It's going to be quite interesting what race 3 is going to pan out.
Yeah, I mean, if Graham and New see each other on track, we'll see how they treat each other after race 2. But yeah, you're going to have Sharp on pole, of course, the likes of McIntosh and Piper, who are going to start towards the, well, Piper's going to be more the middle, but McIntosh at the back, he's going to be on the medium, so where can he progress to?
And there's a look then at Clements. He would have been sweating buckets there to get that 3rd position. But what a drive from him, though, as well. From 11th to finishing in 3rd position. Obviously, there was some stuff happened in front of him. But I think he'll take definitely a 3rd place there. But let's see what he will do. Starting from 10th on the grid. And what about Ethan Graham? Probably the favourite to maybe win race 3. Starting 2nd on the grid. Oh, who's this?
A guy who used to race in a bunch of our leagues. He doesn't race in this one, though.
Oh, okay then. He's definitely a friend of yours, so... And Edward said, not too happy there, calling you a fat star.
I'm happy, my pets are legally owned.
Oh well, then the competition of pets now is all going on in the chat there. So I wonder what the 2 Nissan drivers are going to be doing there. They're both going to be on the mediums, and obviously,
yeah, for anyone that doesn't realise, Lewis Edwards basically stole a cat off the street and hasn't had it checked if it's been microchipped and has just kept it.
Oh, oi. Volbrecht is calling that you've got 2 girlfriends. So hang on a minute. So what is you see, this guy's coming out in a Ford. Oh dear, that's I mean, it would have been quite nice to. I think you peed off Lewis, actually.
He does it to himself. You're not going to get away with stealing a cat and not checking if it's microchipped.
Right, so we should be good then to get the last race underway.
Yep, I have to wait for the goal.
Am I right in saying it's only just McIntosh and Schauler on the mediums for race 3?
Piper is.
Oh yes, Piper has to be. Yes, of course. Yeah, I forgot about Piper.
McIntosh and Schauler are the 3 on the medium tyres. Plus we have to steal a set from Lloyd for not racing last week.
Oh yeah, well I stole a set from Lloyd from race 3.
Okay, he's probably not too displeased at that.
No, well, if it was someone else that had the test, like Piper, then I would have took a set of a race off.
Take his race 2s.
Yeah, race 2. So we're just waiting for the go-ahead then. I wonder if we'll get going then. So there is a look then at Clements. Yes, to... Oh, you're getting ready. You're getting ready then to get going. Lewis there now.
He's saying he hasn't. He has absolutely not had that cat checked for its microchipped, and he's just kept it. He kept telling us he would and didn't.
Anyway, speaking away from cats, let's get on then with the final race of the night, with the lights also being shown. So Sharp on the pole, Graham second, Welsh in third, Hardy fourth, Lloyd fifth. Then you got Volbrecht sixth, Piper seventh, Schauler eighth, New. Then it is Clements, Edwards and McIntosh. Only 3 drivers then on the mediums. That is your winner of 2 races. McIntosh, Schauler in 8th and Piper starting in 7th place as the lights go out and away we go. Looks like that was a good start there from the Mitsubishi of Sharp, as he's going to go cleanly away into the lead there. But watch out for Jay Hardy. He's going to have a look on the inside. Really forces the issue on the inside of Sharp. And I tell you what, yeah, Jay Hardy there really getting his elbows out there. We haven't seen a lot of Jay Hardy here today, but he's just taking the lead.
Yeah, he's not hanging around. Edward was rather stupid in turn 1. He tried an ambitious move and just crashed into the pit wall.
Maybe he was stroking his illegitimate cat there while doing it. He'd be to put in like he's James Bond villain. I throw your cow, whatever. Anyway, into the Kebble Straight there. Jay Hardy going really defensive then, trying to hold on to the lead there as the field filled out. Noah's Ark 2x2x2 into Lacombe, and it's still Hardy with the advantage. Sharp still in 2nd place. Watch out for Ewan Lloyd. He's already up to 4th position. And Volbrecht up to P5, having his, well, so far showing good pace already early on in the race. There was Liam New trying to find any which way, going through Ravage. Now they go, and Graham has gone into 2nd place. Lloyd may get 3rd place now, and will Volbrecht join with him as well? No, he won't there. So Sharp's going to have the inside at No Name, but he's going to hold on to that 4th position. Meanwhile, Schauler, one of 3 drivers on the medium tyres, running a little bit wide out of No Name. But Jay Hardy still leading the field, the only Honda driver, and looks like he's doing a good job so far.
Yeah, I just want to point out, I don't believe what I just saw. Adam Piper left it off to let Chris Clements through.
Well, there's a first for editing, Liam. It's an absolute first for me. Meanwhile, he's lost that spot though to New, though. We've just seen Evil Dragon now up into P8. But on board then with your race leader then, Jay Hardy had a very impressive debut at Brands Hatch, a double podium finisher. And let's see what he can do. Oh, McIntosh, that's not what he wanted there. Poor old McIntosh, there he is. And that is in Stavilo 1. Let's see what happened there.
Crossed up.
Tries to have a look on the inside of Piper, and let's see what happened here. Oh, just tank slapped. Yeah, he tried to correct the car, but corrected a bit too much, and it tank slapped into the gravel.
Oh, Graham was so close to being wiped out there. He went wide at bus stop and had to cut in narrow and nearly got collected by Lloyd.
And Lloyd potentially thinking a look on the inside at La Sauce, but no, he's just got to stick in behind the season 15 champion, who runs very wide out of La Sauce. So to the Sharp, he wanted to take the same line as well. Just a bit of an advantage though, but look at there, you can see Volbrecht has now gone up into P4, he's past Sharp, and then you can see Clements now in 6th, followed by Leon Welsh, the race 2 Brands Hatch winner there in 7th place, as it's all kicking off there out of Radion. And watch out for Clements. So Clements has got a good run too on both the Mitsubishis, but the Mitsubishis are going to work together here. And look at Clements, he's going to try and thread the eye of the needle here, and he's going to get by at least 3 cars possibly. Oh, what a pass this will be if he can hold it off though. Sharp one's a little wide though, has to come back up. Oh, that's going to be nip and tuck there out of Lecombe into Malmedy and Volbrecht. It's going to hold on. Sharp was the biggest loser out of all of that.
Yeah, Sharp's flashing his lights, but I don't think there was much Clements could have done. Volbrecht was in the side of Clements, just pushing him wide, and ended up pushing Sharp off, so I think Sharp's issue might end up being with Volbrecht rather than Clements. Although, again, Volbrecht didn't do anything wrong. It's the unfortunate nature of being 3 wide and being the one on the outside.
That's exactly what happened to Clements in race 1 when he was on the outside of 3 cars at La Sauce. He got shoved out there, and you know, that's what you got to do, you pay the price there. But meanwhile, Jay Hardy's lead has come under some severe pressure now from Ethan Graham and Ewan Lloyd. Those 2 were teammates last season, and now they are racing rivals here, and they're battling against the fine rookie in Jay Hardy, who's been a little bit aggressive, as what we've seen in the 2 races that we've seen. Well, we haven't seen a lot of Hardy, to be fair, but looks like he's going to gift the inside up then to Graham. Not unless he's got an overlap, which he just about doesn't. Hardy's just holding on to top spot there now, but look at Graham, he's all over the back of that Honda driver.
I don't think Graham was happy earlier out of P1. He was flashing the lights at Hardy. I didn't see what for.
Here we go, then he's going defensive, then into the chicane they go. And Clements has got by Volbrecht again. That is for 4th position. They could actually, you know, if Hardy still holds up Graham and Ewan Lloyd, as I think that was another position change. That would have been Edwards there. He's gained 7th place there. And then you got the 3 medium tyres that are running at the back there, which is led by Piper now by the looks of it. Oh wow, and Piper really pushing Liam New out wide there, out of last source there. Oh. And now they're side by side. Don't forget those two mates from New. Well, I mean, he did have a lot of help there from Piper. Piper got into the side of him. Yeah, no, that was a bit of retaliation, though.
Yeah, we don't want to see retaliation. He fired onto the track and into the side of Piper, which isn't very nice.
Of course, Liam got the 5-second penalty from Piper, making contact with Piper at Brands Hatch a week ago. So those two will have some kind of history. But Graham is now into the lead. He's managed to get by G Hardy. Now can Ewan Lloyd find a way by into Rivage? Oh, that's a different line there from Mr. Hardy there. Now then into the lane, but it does been kicked up. He has, yeah, fair play there to Sharp. Now trying to hunt down Leon Welsh. In fairness, we haven't seen a lot of Leon today. But hopefully it will be a better race 3. There is Hardy just running a little wide out of Pouon, so that's going to compromise him, is he? Oh, they're going to be side by side. It's going to allow Graham to pull away, but it's going to allow Clements and Volbrecht to catch up with these two now. And Hardy holding on to that 2nd place.
Yeah, you've got that group fight, and then you've got the group in the back. All these guys on the medium tyres, joined by Liam New. And Schuyler's doing a good defensive job, and McIntosh has caught up to him, because he was about. McIntosh is the purple lap.
And he's on mediums. What an F? Well, I mean, I'm guessing.
It's 1.5 seconds slower than race 1 and 2's fastest laps, but now that Graham is free, and when Lloyd gets free or Edwards gets cleaner, that lap should be obliterated.
Yeah, it should do, yeah. But again, Hardy, try as he might, holding on to, you know, potentially podium position. We're nearly halfway through the final race of the night, but now Clements and Volbrecht have now asserted themselves into this battle. Leon Welsh trying to hold on by his claws there, as Edwards and Sharp, they're having again another moment there out of the bus stop chicane, and now Lloyd going around the outside of Hardy through the first hairpin. Will he go for the switcheroo? Oh wow, he's gone very, very wide there. That's the 2nd time he's done that.
Lloyd is a slight gap.
He's rubbing side by side. Oh, careful lads. This is really going to hamper them, because it's going to allow Clements and that to really catch up. And just watch that gap completely disintegrate now, and Clements will be in the tow of these two guys ahead.
Yeah, fair play to those two. Clean side-by-side from Rouge is not easy. Good respect by both.
So now it's a 4-car scrap now for 2nd spot. Leon Welsh again still trying desperately to hold on. He's about 2 seconds adrift there, but the problem is though, is those 4 drivers will get the tool. The only problem is though for Welsh is that Edwards is now freed away from Sharp, so watch out there for Edwards. I'm actually kind of disappointed there for Edwards. I thought he looked so quick in practice, but he's not had a win to his name yet. Obviously, you know, race 1 he got a very respectable 6th place on those medium tyres, but I would have thought he would have done better. Well, he got a 2nd place in race 2. The gap was a bit too big there, but he's kind of struggled his way out through the field here in race 3.
Yeah, I think that shows why the race 1 mediums are the least preferred tyre, because you sort of finish in the middle in race 1, you get towards the top in race 2, and then you spend race 3 working all the way around, whereas if you do what McIntosh did, you win 2 races and then maybe try and gain a couple places in race 3. That's why I always hated the race 1s.
Just as you predicted there, Ethan Graham has hit the fast lap with a 25.7, so it was like 1.2 seconds quicker than The actual fastest lap. Let's have a look then at the battle then. It looks like Lloyd and Hardy have pulled away a little bit from Clements and Volbrecht by the looks of it. Yeah, Volbrecht and Clements are out of the tow from Lloyd and Hardy. But it is still Ethan Graham. Oh, wow, Lloyd trying to find any which way, trying to get by Hardy. But again, Hardy really defensive over that second spot. He's had 2 podium finishes, 2 third place finishes, Hardy. He wants to go one better here tonight. But is this time, is there an overlap this time? Has Lloyd got an overlap now on Hardy? It looks like he has done. And he's finally got it now. So Lloyd, oh man, just kissed the inside wall. But he's got that second spot. Now what can Clements do and what can Volbrecht do?
Yeah, another problem for Lloyd is he's passed him in a place where Hardy can come straight back at him.
Yeah, indeed, yeah.
Some defending down to Lacombe.
Right, on board now with the back end of Ewan Lloyd, seeing the Volvo there, and he's going to hug probably the right side of the Kemble Street. Oh, Hardy getting on the grass there. Now watch out for Clements here. Clements is going to get a double toe out the pair of them. Now they're going to go 3 abreast. BMW on the inside, Mitsubishi on the outside, Subaru on the outside. Subaru's lost out, and Clements has gained so many spots now. He's up into second place. Oh, Hardy needed to come out in front of Volbrecht.
Yeah, Hardy is the only place he could rejoin. Unfortunately, that Volbrecht was there, but no harm, no foul. Clements up to second. It'll be too late for him to catch Graham, barring Graham doing something like Piper did in the previous race.
Yeah, Hardy try as he might there. It was a Herculean effort to hold up, you know, some really good drivers there in this championship, but he tried as he might, but unfortunately that might be the end of Hardy, as Ewan Lloyd has run very wide out of Pouon, and that's going to give third place to Volbrecht, so it's a Ford Mondeo 1-3.
Yeah, it'll be a good points off for the team after Vodafone Racing took some good points in race 1 and 2. They'll be Ford striking back.
And now Edwards has gained 6th place. He's passed Leon Welsh, so Welsh down to 7th. Sharp still in 8th place. Liam Nuver in 9th position. 4th in race 2. He looks like he's struggling here in race number 3. Schauler is leading the medium battle ahead of Piper and McIntosh in 12th. But, you know, McIntosh, even though he's currently sitting in last place, but he's still got 2 wins today, so still very good points all then for McIntosh.
It is, it'll be a good point, so if he can pass Piper and Schauler especially, get himself up to 10th, a couple extra points.
So here we go then, 2 more laps to go then for Ethan to get his first win of the season. I'm trying to think back if he had a win last season. I think he may have actually, but can't mind where about. Clements then in 2nd spot, Volbrecht in 3rd. It'll be his best finish of the season so far for Volbrecht. He has had a 4th in Brands Hatch a week ago, so it'll be nice to see Volbrecht back on the podium. Not unless if J. Hardy wants to get his 3rd podium finish of the season. If he can get by Volbrecht, which he might have a run actually.
He could. The Mazda is not quite in a straight line.
He's flashing the lights to try and put Volbrecht off. Here we go then, to the outside, late braking. Oh, he's going to do exactly the same what he did a lap ago, and it didn't work this time. And that's going to allow Lloyd to catch up a bit. Maybe not. He might be close to slipstream distance, actually. He's within that slipstream distance now. He is within three quarters of a second. And look who's catching them as well. Lewis Edwards in the only Vauxhall in the field now that Phil Wilson has left the group.
Yeah, I don't know if that was just the game or something, but it almost looked like Volbrecht turned left into Hardy just before they turned, and that's what put him wide. So I don't think Hardy braked that late, so I wonder if Volbrecht made contact with him.
The squealage of tyres there, looking there at Leon Welsh there. Again, the 2 Renault drivers close together, 1.5 separating the pair of them. This time it's Leon Welsh ahead of Ash. And Liam New there, looks like he hasn't shown some good pace in the Mitsubishi in this race. And again, still leading the medium battle is Schauler over Piper over McIntosh. But I tell you what, we have a fairly accomplished points day though for the Nissan team. 2 wins for McIntosh, a 4th, and I think it was a 5th as well for Schauler. So good points haul for that team. Could say good points haul as well for Team Dynamics there.
Yeah, they've been consistent throughout the day, even though they've not been the ones setting things alight. They've been solid.
Piper flashing the lights then into Showler to try and put him off as they go through the bus stop. This is really the only close battle actually out on track there, as the three medium tyres looks like they're going to go free abreast into the bus stop chicane. Piper late braking around the outside, which will convert to the inside, and watch out for McIntosh. He can get 2 in 1 here, and I don't think he can, but Piper looks like he's just about ahead as we start the last lap there, literally side by side across the line. Now watch out for McIntosh. Let's ride on board with McIntosh coming out of Lee Lasso's hairpin. Will he get the run out of the pair of them? And out, forcing out wide goes Piper. And watch out for Showler. He's going to get a toe off Showler. They're going to go side by side. Maybe. No, he's going to tuck in behind his teammate Showler. So McIntosh now up into 11th position. But Piper will want that spot back.
Well, and then Edwards and Lloyd are fighting. Lloyd's just done him around the outside, but he's gone wide. Edwards is going to take that one back.
Oh! Thought Lloyd nearly lost the rear out of Les Combes there, so, but he has got that. So 5th position now to Edwards, although Lloyd is not giving up without a fight. Into Rivage, and no, Edwards has got 5th position there, runs slightly a little bit wide now out of No Name. But I tell you what, Jay Hardy's really on the back end of Volbrecht, so this battle for third place is not over just yet there. It's Lloyd thinking about having a look on the inside. Pouon is what Hardy was doing on Volbrecht, but can't get it done there. He's only got a few corners to go, really. Effectively, the best place you want to pass him is at the chicane.
Yeah, I mean, he's close enough that he's going to get the toll out of Stavlo and out of Paul Freyer. But it's possible he can try and move into the bus stop, but I suspect Volbrecht will just set on the inside.
Yeah, he's going to have to make a do-or-die attempt there. He's got some gap, though, to Edwards, 2.3 seconds he has over that, so he does have a little bit of a time there. As we are on the last lap, and it looks like Ethan is going to get his first win of the season. There'll be 5 different winners in the first 6 races there. Side by side there for 5th there. That's Edwards and Lloyd as they're side by side now going into single file through Blanchimont. But this is the place where that Hardy's going to do it again. As you say, the Volbrecht really late braking gets into Hardy there. But meanwhile, his teammate is going to get his first win of the season. Clements will cross the line. He did catch up with Graham in the end there. Volbrecht will get hold of 2nd place over Hardy. And it's going to be Ewan Lloyd that's going to get by Edwards across the start-finish line. Leon Welsh in 7th, Sharp in 8th. Then it is Liam New in 9th position. And then it's going to be McIntosh that is going to get 10th position as Piper spins it around out of the bus stop chicane. And he's going to go out in the blaze of glory to finish in last position. There he is, across the line. Oh, there you have it there. So, congratulations then to Ethan. First win of the season. And also first podium finish for his teammate as well, for Twan Volbrecht. So, hopefully he's starting to get used to the Mazda. So we'll put up the unofficial race results then for race 3. Ethan Graham, like I said, first win of the season. Clements, 2nd place for him. Volbrecht 3rd. Hardy in 4th position. It was a good effort for him to try and get a podium. Ewan Lloyd passing Edwards across the line in 6th position. Welsh 7th. Sharp 8th. New 9th. And then the best of the medium tyres in race 3 was McIntosh. Then his teammate Showler. And then Piper spinning across the line in last position. So, Liam, drive of the day?
I'll give it to McIntosh. 2 wins. Of course, race 3 didn't go quite to plan, but not much more he could do.
Yeah, I mean, well, like I say, he was the best place of the medium tyres because there was only 3 of them. So there you go. So yeah, Liam's drive of the day is McIntosh. The points are going to be looking very, very interesting for next week, which will be at Catalonia. So another long track for those. So we're going to end the stream there. So thank you for watching round 2 of the BTCC Championship, sponsored by STDAsh84 Designs. I've been Sean.
And I've been Liam.
And we'll see you again next week at Catalonia.